It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
KBL, you a menace.
Yeah. It's a lot of little boys out here talking that talk, but ain't spinning and walking that walk. 5 bills to get you whacked, 50 shots up in this Mac, face shots to make the news, we just step when they relax, group chats to get you tapped, forehead up in my lap, when they pump we run it back, tell my youngin' cut no slack, 5 bills to get you whacked. What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young Aunt Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like, and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young Aunt Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, 607 Unc, and Munchie B. So y'all already know what time it is, because I already seen Adam hurry up and got that clip out, and that thing already viral within 2 or 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So you know we got to do our reaction to that thing. So you know, I'm running late, you know what I'm saying, to the segment of No Jumper today, because we had that cipher that's on its way. You know what I'm saying? I had to go record my verse for the cipher. That was in Canoga Park. Then I had to run back to LA way to do something real quick, and then hop back on the freeway and go back towards that Valley Way. So, you know, that kind of made me like a good 25 minutes late. However, you know, I walk in on segment, you know, I'm greeted by the fellas. We get right into the topic. You know what I'm saying? So the topic and segment, I think when I came through the door was pertaining to 4 extras. So basically, they was asking me about the phone call between 4 extras and Jen Lee. You know what I'm saying? Did I feel like that 4 extras was on some like tough time, like, hey, yeah, come through the set? Or did I feel like he was genuinely reaching out, you know, embracing Jen Lee? I mean, and anybody could tell from the phone call that he was embracing Jen Lee, like, man, you know, some neighborhood time, like, you know, come to the set, come see the 40s. You know, I know you from Texas, you ain't been down here yet, you know what I'm saying, between, you know what I'm saying, Vernon and Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying, little area, you know what I'm saying, of his community. So from there, we talk about that, everybody give their opinion or whatnot, and then we get on to some other things. So last week was my first time meeting 607 Unc. Before then, never knew 607 Unc. Had I seen him on YouTube? Of course. I seen him on YouTube going viral, you know what I'm saying? You know, he got a different personality. You know, he stay in the act, you know what I'm saying? He know that the recipe for social media is controversial. And that's what he is. So you got to know that he's in character and he's acting at all times. And anything crazy is liable to come out this man's mouth. You know what I'm saying? So these are the type of people that you got to even ask yourself if you're going to be comfortable being on camera with them, or are they going to be accustomed to your character and your seriousness? You know what I'm saying? Because either or, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be one way or the other. So, however, pertaining to last week, Unc had got very much in character, in which he always do. And in him getting in character, he got passionate in character and ran around the room and fell to his knees and was in front of me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are always between his legs. He never came between my legs, but he definitely was very close, and he definitely, you know what I'm saying, had an elbow on my knee. No way sexual, you know what I'm saying? No way sexual. That never crossed my mind and never came into my mind. But him and Adam, they was playing back and forth on the sexual thing. However, at any given time, if I felt that he was trying to sex play me or get on some BS, it just would have been what it would have been, because you're not going to violate me as a man. But I never caught no sign of that. And I understand that this man is in character, and I do know that he is intelligent enough to know when to play and not to play. So with that being said, fast forward to today. 6'7" Unc is in character, and Munchie B, you know, is pressing on about his questions and stuff like that, and about 607 being a Crip. being from Hoover /60s. So they've been trying to get 607 and I guess 4 Extra the podcast or whatever. And Munchie B like, man, is you gonna tell 4 Extras is you from Hoover? 607 like, man, I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling that day. I don't know. Munchie B like, I'm gonna make sure I get the tattoo, you know what I'm saying, to somebody that follow him of Hoover tatted on him, of Hoover tatted on you, so when y'all do the podcast, 4 Extras know what's up. From there, he put Unc at a disadvantage. Unc get all the way in character and let something slip out his mouth that shouldn't have came out his mouth. And what he slipped out and said was something like, I'm the Hoover Groover, you know what I'm saying, blood remover. But, he said a derogatory term for the Bloods. And then from there, Munchie B said what he said. It was kind of awkward in the room. People was expecting for a big volcano eruption that never came. And was I expecting for that? Nah. But we about to get into this content. And y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
I'm going to speak on it, but I ain't going to be nobody proof. I ain't gonna be no proof. He ain't gonna knock me out first.
You ain't got no confidence in your squad?
He say he knockout king. What if he really the knockout queen?
Hold on, is you gonna let him know you from who?
What if he really from St. Louis, we don't squabble. See, y'all LA different. Y'all brag about fighting.
Is you gonna let 4 Extras know you from Hoover?
I'm from Hoover. But
is you gonna let him know that?
Yeah, listen to me. In St. Louis, y'all brag about fighting.
I know in St.
Y'all brag about fighting. Now, in St. Louis, we brag about killing, gang.
No.
We do murder.
Yeah, you guys kill a lot of people.
We do murder. We don't do no fighting. I can't do no wrestling with no man unless I finna fuck him.
Hey, listen.
It sound like me.
I ain't finna wrestle no man, gang. I don't do no squabbling.
Is you gonna let 4 Extras?
Yeah, I don't do no squabbling. I'm not fighting. Yeah, is that what you want to hear? I don't.
We're not asking you to fight him.
I don't catch fades.
That's a scary nigga.
I don't catch fades, nigga. I kill. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Stop playing with me.
You ain't in St. Louis.
I kill.
Everywhere St. Louis.
You ain't in St. Louis.
Everywhere St. Louis, gang. We don't fight. Name one nigga from St. Louis that can fight.
I know some.
Come on, gang. They use it. We don't use that. We use the tools.
My family all on Cardinal. They on Grierson.
Come on, gang. We don't fight. I'm from St. Louis, gang. Ain't doing no fighting. I'm playing. Why would I fight in California? Somebody else laying. I know I'm gonna get jumped even if I try to win.
No.
I'm getting beat. Because y'all really fade. Y'all been training y'all whole life to fade. Don't play with me. All y'all do is push up and muscles and shit. I ain't fighting you niggas.
One fair person.
How's it fair when you been training to fight your whole life?
Young Ander's a fair dude.
But how's the fight?
You'll go over there and he'll be like, man, give him a head up. You run across.
Everybody in California, bottom is small, top is big as hell.
But
come on, guys, stop playing with me. Everybody in California, they ready. They on their front yard.
Everybody in California skips leg day,
pushing up pipes, gang like this, ready to squabble.
No. You in luck if you put up in 8 trays.
I ain't with all that.
Young and he'll make sure you get a fair one. I don't know about the rest of the niggas.
St. Louis ain't no fair. Gang, we from St. Louis, gang. We pulling up from Backdoor City. I'm gonna play like it's good, and I'm pulling back up with a switch. That's how we do it. And say I'm not playing, gang. I'm gonna play. They gonna say you ain't from Hoover. I'm gonna say damn right I'm not from Hoover.
Okay, so simple question: are you going to tell 4 Extra that you have Hoover tattooed?
Depending on how I feel. If I feel like I got the ups, let me tell you how I go. If I feel like I got the ups, yeah, I'm gonna say I'm from Hoover. If I feel like I don't got the ups, I'm gonna say I'm not from Hoover.
You don't got the ups.
I'm gonna slide back on it later. I'm from St. Louis, nigga. I'm a California.
Bald head man gonna pack you out.
I don't even follow 4 Extras.
Anybody gonna pack me out?
Some hoes that do. I'm gonna have them DM this Hoover tat.
Oh. Come on, guys. I'm straight Hoover. Listen. I'm Hoover slide remover.
What?
Hoover slide remover.
Hey, bro, watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm a slide remover.
What?
Hoover slide remover.
Hey, bro, watch your mouth.
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot what?
I forgot. I didn't know you was blooding. I forgot, gang. That's what I'm mama.
No, don't let this content shit go.
No, I forgot you was blooding. Listen, I forgot you was blooding for real.
You gotta watch out.
No, I thought he was blooding. I forgot he was blooding. I didn't know he was no blood. I don't want to get my ass.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say that even if he's not around.
No,
that's a bad one.
Hey, bro. See, people let these characters go too far, bro.
I apologize. I said sorry. It was an accident. I'm real.
Woo! So, all right, bam. Let's get into it. So, that's definitely what it was about. 4 Extras, as I revamped myself to remember. Now, they was asking him about the Hoover tattoo. Now, 607 Unc is from Hoover by way of the 60s. The 60s and the Hoovers in St. Louis is clicked up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hoods that are allies in LA, when you look at the gang culture in St. Louis, these dudes are not allies. They be allies with the opposite sex. That's how I go out there. You know, that's their world. That's the loot. But as 607 Unc was telling Munchie B, playing in being for real, man, look, I'm not about to fight for extras. I'm not about to fight anybody. I don't think I don't gotta win with. I'm not about to be the first victim. I'm not about to be the person that get knocked out. I am from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? We play with the glick. You know what I'm saying? Box this glick. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Lush. You know what I'm saying? That's what we playing with. That's just how it go. What person you know in St. Louis that can fight? Name a person. I almost named the person. I almost was like, Floyd Mayweather. But, you know, that's Detroit. You know what I'm saying? That's Michigan. But, you know, as he says, you know, that's what they playing with that thing out there. And they did for a long time and a lot of years, out of the years, you know what I'm saying, hold the murder rate down there. You know what I'm saying? They pulling up with them big things down there, letting them chopper flies, letting them switches flies, letting them 30s fly you. They not playing no game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no different than Chirac. East St. Louis is Illinois. Where St. Louis, Missouri, that's right next door to Illinois. They like cousins and sisters and brothers. Where the St. Louis dudes go party at in East St. Louis, that's Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So amongst him going back and forth and telling Munchie B that he ain't doing no fighting, he pulling a trig. Munchie like, oh man, you know, that's punk stuff. Oh bro, you won't even catch a fade, this and that. You know what I'm saying? He getting character, he getting Crip character and say, man, I'm Hoover Hoover, blood remover. Munchie like, what? And I don't even, in my mind, I was like, what too? I know I heard it, but it's just like, you know, when you hear your area getting dissed, and it's like, man, hold on, like, man, I know I didn't hear that. What? And he said it again, man, I'm Hoover Hoover, blood remover. Man, you better watch your mouth. And I'm glad Munchie didn't hop up, man, because, man, 607 Unc, you my partner, but Munchie can't see, man. We would have been in there jumping you, and then, you know, the internet would have came with the, oh, man, families and A-trades clicked up, Sue-woo moving. And that ain't even a thing, man. My guy's impaired. You feel me? And you know, you just happened to be in character and said something he didn't like that was disrespectful, and he leaked. But like, you know, somebody who's becoming comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and understanding in life with characters, places, persons, and things, the things that they taught us early on, Munchie allowed himself to settle and just check 607 Unc, because like I know he know that this man gets in character and he don't mean no harm. But sometimes harm can come in a form that don't mean to harm you. Harm can come in a form that don't mean to harm you. And 607 Unc is just clowning around and playing. But it's guys that he has to understand too that comes with an edge of seriousness, and it ain't gonna always go like this, because some dudes want to go viral. Just how 607 Unc using that tool to go viral, it could have been the wrong person in that building as soon as he said that, hopped on top of his head to go viral, to having no jumper clip of him hopping on top of him for saying what he said. And I guarantee you, tomorrow we gonna have all type of content from content creators of what they would have did, what they would have said, saw, how they would have came. But we about to get back into the rest of this content, and y'all already know it's the Hef Way and the Hef Effect. We're going to commentate.
When you raise that kind of you got to understand, I'm a Crip for real. So you bring it out of me, that's what happened. But I apologize, though, because I ain't that right now. I'm everything. But that's just a past shit.
I think it means something
we used to say that.
different out there. Type
no,
shit.
I don't mean nigga, that mean the same shit across the globe, but like
but if I apologize, it should be over, right?
Yeah, but this is
that's sincere apology.
Yeah, no, I understand, but you shouldn't be dissing nobody.
No, I ain't try to. Listen, you know when certain shit come out, we doing this shit.
Let
me say this.
Hey, listen, bro.
And let me say this. And see, and that's a prime example, right? Cause see, when we did the first episode with Unc, right? I really didn't too much play into it, or really didn't too much trip. But you know, a lot of people was like on the internet in the comments, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like trying to play the gay narrative. Oh, and he was between your legs.
Come on.
No, for real. But look, check it out. Look. Only a weirdo gonna bite. Like I did too much jail time, bro, and been through them stoops too much to even bite. Like even if I even thought you was like even playing with me like that, like it would have went different. So like that's why I didn't even do no content off of it. But I'm just saying, just like, you know, some people don't understand, or some people always try to put the, oh, if I was right there, like I guarantee you when we come off of here, it's gonna be so many people on Munchie like, oh, if I was right there, I would have took off and I would have did that.
But that was an honest accident, though.
And a lot of you do.
Spider Luke, start your engine.
No. Y'all gonna start spinning like I'm in California. Y'all ain't gonna spin like that was an honest accident.
But a lot of, bro. No,
that was an honest accident for real. Like that was, I won't disrespect him.
I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he was being intentional with that and intentional Like you, I'm saying you were just saying in your little act. So that's what I'm saying. Like people got to understand what's intentional and what's not. And somebody always talking about what they gonna do, and these be the same people that you can go back and find buster activity on.
Right, and that's why I immediately said my bad to him. Like, damn, my bad, because I damn, I forgot.
You sound like you said that a lot of times in your life.
I mean,
really rolled off the tongue.
I don't make mistakes. I don't make mistakes. If I do make mistakes, I'm a
Because even you saying GDB Vice Lord, like if you were in Chicago, that shit would be hot as fuck. That shit, nobody cares out here because those are not real gangs out here.
Everybody know I'm in Chicago all the time, bro. Go to Chicago, you see me. Go to my page. I'm in Chicago.
Maybe they got a better sense
I'm not faking in the streets. Just like I apologize to him. I'm not faking. They know I spread love, gang. That was a mistake. So mistakes is real. I'm GDB Vice Lord. I'm the streets, gang. I don't disrespect nobody. That was a real mistake. That was an honest mistake, nigga. Like you try to spend some shit for content, nigga. When they pull up here ready to kill, nigga, be ready to die. I'm just saying right now, I apologize for real, gang. Nigga, let me sit right there so you can know I apologize.
Nah, what the fuck?
No, I'm for real, gang. Like that was an accident, gang. That wasn't like I didn't intentionally do that. Like in St. Louis, that was the thing that we say. Like other day, they said Hoover, like what Hoya mean. Yeah. So that was like this coming out like on that Hoover shit. But I'm not on that shit no more, gang. I'm in California. I ain't Hoover no more. I turned in my Crip card.
I think you guys get along out here too, bro.
Said he Nash.
Yeah, I turned in my Crip card, gang.
We're like supposed to get along out here.
Well, listen, I come with love, and they be trying to put me in the middle because I'm from St. Louis. I'm from somebody else. But let me say this, California. I understand that y'all got y'all rules and y'all play by and y'all don't play. Well, listen, I'm 607 Unk, not the punk. If you don't like it, check Adam 22 about it. He the one hired me, right? He brought me to California. He know this that I be on, right? He know how I get down, right? So y'all need to have a problem with him. Don't have no problem with me, gang, on GD, on Larry David.
All in all, this is an awkward position to be in, you feel me? And it ain't gonna be awkward until you in it, because you can be viewing it from home, from your couch, or try to be this hardcore gang member and be like, oh yeah, that's what I would have did. I would have went crazy, been upside his head. And like I said, a lot of these guys and had their times to shine, and they didn't do nothing with it, or got put in situations where, you know, they was made to look dupe, and then, you know, might have got accepted on later on down the line from the homies and stuff like that. So, like I said, man, you got to know now, if this was like 607 Unk was like a serious character, then, you know, this is a whole different ball game. This goes differently. You know what I'm saying? But 607 Unk too, which I'm seeing, and I'm really knowing that he's starting to find out and learn. Although it's content for him, it's content for a lot of people. A lot of people gonna get on this web and on this camera and gonna talk crazy, and it's gonna be reality for them. But for people like 607 Unk, every time they turn on a YouTube camera, it's for YouTube. Whatever they upload to YouTube is content. If they say F your mama, if they say we're going to throw your baby in a dumpster, they not expecting you to take that as realness. And he said it today. And it literally registered on my mind, because it is people that's out here like that. And you got to understand, it's not like-minded people like you. It's not people that think like you. It's people that's indifferent to you. So it's going to be people that's thinking like this. Like, bro, if I get up on here on YouTube and I upload and say something on YouTube, you should supposed to know that's for play, or I'm clowning around. You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. This is a tool that this is used for. It can be used for all type of tools. Some people get on here not caring, in a real character, with raw reality. You know what I'm saying? Some people get on here to taunt their enemies, to get at their enemies. People use this for different tools. And like I say, it's like the army, be all you can be. So as you being a person in this content space, you got to differentiate who is who. What character is what character. Who's really real, trying to be real, standing on that, and who's just clowning and his jokes for real. You know what I'm saying? Who's just clowning and his jokes for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people, like I said, is going to come tomorrow talking about what they would have did. Oh, man, I'm disappointed in Munchie. Oh, Munchie should have did this. Munchie should have did that. Man, Munchie know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And he checked it at the door. And the checking ain't going to always come in the form of you firing off. Have it been situations where Munchie probably fired off on somebody for saying that word? I'm pretty sure it has. I'm fired off on a lot of people for the C word, the T word, all that. You know what I'm saying? But it be different elements at times when you knowing people mean harm. So, you know, you can't even put this in one of them situations. Oh, man, people picking and choosing. Oh, man, he should have got off on him, man. You heard what 607 Unk said. He Hoover Hoover blood remover. You know what I'm saying? And he's also from St. Louis. He's also from St. Louis, where some Crip hoods and Blood hoods are merged together as well. But I think all in all, this is going to be a learning experience for 607 Unc being here on this West Coast. He say it's too many rules, and I'm seeing that he's starting to learn that. I'm pretty sure he's going to still do his little thing and, you know what I'm saying, exodus and say, you know what I'm saying, crazy. But I know he's learning with certain characteristics and people in the room what to say and not to say, or how much to put, or how much gravy to put on the mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we're going to conclude that there, man. That's just how I viewed it, man. You know, Munchie handled it how he see fit. And I don't think, you know what I'm saying, Munchie went out or anything like that. Because like I said, we know the element of who we dealing with, you know what I'm saying, and how they coming. With that being said, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free. Still some of the hardest shit for a lot of you bitch ass niggas to do. So if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, let me see you keep it real and show me some love and share this post right here, cake ass nigga.